Hey everyone, Shabby here, and welcome back to our next episode of the SWE Universe Mode. We are back with some more Octane, and it's looking pretty good tonight. We've got a main event here for you this evening of Finn Balor versus Neville. But first of all, as announced in the last episode, let's meet our General Manager. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your brand new General Manager of SWE Octane, Mr. William Regal. That's right, the legendary Brit himself is going to be our General Manager here on Octane. Now, I will be using Regal sparingly as a authority figure because I'm not a big fan of the way the WWE do it. I don't really rate having the authority figure as almost the main character on the episode, which seems to be what WWE do quite a lot. So we're going to use him quite sparingly here, only bring him out in the woodwork for when we have an important announcement to make, just like tonight, when Regal is here to sort of confront the issues that have been arising the last few weeks about not only the Octane Championship, which we don't know the match is going to be yet for the All or Nothing pay-per-view, but also the leader of Bullet Club. Of course, both AJ Styles, Finn Balor have returned and claimed ownership of the club, and Cody Rhodes has also thrown his hat in the ring as well. We're yet to hear from Kenny Omega, but I'm pretty sure, if my sources are correct, Mr. Regal will be speaking now about the Bullet Club and the Octane Championship situation. Now, over the past 4 weeks, we've seen some incredible talent come out here and claim their ownership of the Bullet Club stable. Now, whereas this have nothing to really do with me, it's a very internal affair with Bullet Club to make their own decisions. I have spoken to all parties involved and come up with a solution for our All or Nothing pay-per-view. At All or Nothing, Kenny Omega will be defending his Octane Championship in a fatal 4-way elimination match between himself, AJ Styles, Finn Balor, and Cody Rhodes. However, it's not just the Octane Championship up for grabs in this match, no. It is also going to be the leadership of Bullet Club. Yes, the winner will walk out with all. The Octane Championship and Bullet Club. And the 3 losers will leave with absolutely nothing. And after that rocking news there from our new General Manager, William Regal, we have essentially what everyone's wanted. We're going to see Kenny Omega in action this evening. And who's better to put against him than the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Curt Hawkins. So Hawkins so far, 4 appearances and 4 shows. Really is an absolute mainstay in this roster. Lost to AJ Styles, lost to Finn Balor, lost to Cody Rhodes, all in the space of a few seconds. So I'm not holding much hope here for Curt Hawkins, but you never know. Here comes Kenny Omega then rocking his Octane Championship, which he now knows he will be defending at All or Nothing, in essentially an All or Nothing match, a fatal 4-way elimination for the Octane Championship and the leadership of Bullet Club. Craziness here, absolute craziness. So some big matches here for this evening. We've got, like I said, Neville versus Finn Balor in our main event. The British Bulldog takes on Bad Luck Fale. Will Ospreay takes on Kushida. Sanada versus Pete Dunne. And after this one, we'll see the Revival taking on Epico and Primo. Epico and Primo. Don't know why I said it like that for, to be honest, but there you go. But good old Kenny Omega. I'm a big fan of Kenny Omega. I never really... The first few times I saw him, it sort of took me a while to really get him. But then as soon as I started to watch him a bit more, I realised just how good this man was. When he moved to New Japan, I was very happy. When he joined Bullet Club, I was like, that's just insane. That is just what we want to see from wrestling. Just the best people and the best stables like that. And it just brought about some incredible stuff, didn't it? To be honest. Having him as part of Bullet Club. The Okada match. And the other matches, there was a big one against Elgin as well, wasn't there? A ladder match as well against Elgin was pretty good as well. There's been some awesome stuff that Kenny Omega's done in New Japan. Everyone always goes back to the Okada match. Of course, there was 2 Okada matches. We've seen some amazing matches from Kenny Omega, and there's still more to come as well. Especially here in SWE as well. Kenny Omega, like I said, part of this Fatal 4-Way at All or Nothing against AJ Styles, Finn Balor, and Cody Rhodes. Yep, for the Octane Championship and Bullet Club's leadership. Some may say that William Regal's taken his power a little bit too much of his head to think that he is able to make a champion. Or make a champion. He could do that, obviously. But make a leadership for a stable. He should have no power over that. But he's sort of taken it upon his hands. He's noticed about the arguments that happened. The arguments that are going to continue happening should this continue the way it is. Oh, my God. Yes, Curt Hawkins got some aggression. Curt Hawkins did some damage. My God. It's not looking good for Kenny Omega here, is it? If Kenny Omega shall be defending his championship against 3 men who wiped the floor with Curt Hawkins, then you'd think he'd wipe the floor with them as well, just to prove how good he is. But at the moment, he's struggling. Or is he? Omega sending Hawkins across the ring and brings him back with a big knee across the gut. Omega now bringing Hawkins back up to his feet. There's the front chancery, a boot in the gut. Into a Northern Light suplex. And Omega is now in control of this match, but can he keep it? So the other guys had finished their matches very, very quickly against Curt Hawkins. A kick in the back there by Omega on Hawkins. Another big kick across the spine as well. Omega heading up to the middle rope. Stalking the grounded Hawkins. Nice drop kick, sending Hawkins straight across the ring. Omega brings him back up to his feet. Stiff right hand. Into, there it is, the Rainmaker knee strike by Omega. That's not enough. Looks like Omega here might want to really prove how good he is by taking Hawkins up into the one-winged angel. There's the pin. There's no way Hawkins is getting out of that, is there? Let's face. Did Hawkins just kick out of the one-wing angel? Curt Hawkins, where have you been hiding this from? Springboard dropkick. Curt Hawkins, where's this coming from him? He's absolutely... he's done more in this match, which he did in the last 3 matches put together. Absolutely incredible scenes. He gets hit with a knee strike right in the face now in the corner. Omega sending Hawkins into the corner. Hoist him up on the top. For just forcing the boot into the face. Omega now front chancery on Hawkins. Over the top he goes, crashing to the ground. And Omega is taking more time with Hawkins than the other guys did. However, he's getting more aggression in. He's probably proving himself a bit more, maybe. Hawkins with a jawbreaker, a massive clothesline there. And Omega, no way. Is Hawkins going to win this one? Oh my God, if Hawkins won this, that would be the biggest win of his career. But Omega's back up on his feet, back in the ring. Reverse Rana, spiking Hawkins. Omega bringing Hawkins back up to his feet again. Running knee strike. Wow. Hawkins dropped like a sack of spuds. Omega now deadlift. German suplex. Bridges with a pin. 1, 2. Still only a 2 count. It's crazy. Omega stalking. Hawkins once again into a second one-wing angel. And that has got to be all she wrote. And there we go. Kenny Omega does pick up the victory over Curt Hawkins. Hawkins is now 0 for 4 in this universe mode. So AJ Styles, Finn Balor, Cody Rhodes and Kenny Omega will all do battle in our next episode of All or Nothing for the Octane Championship and the leadership of Bullet Club. That is going to be an awesome match. Fatal 4-way elimination. If that's not worth tuning in to All or Nothing for alone, I don't know what else we could offer you, to be honest with you. That is going to be absolutely insane. Insania. Kenny Omega victorious. A lot of pressure on this man, you know. He's the one with a lot to lose. He's the one with everything to lose, to be honest. AJ Styles and Finn Balor, Cody Rhodes go into this with nothing to lose and everything to gain, whereas Kenny Omega goes in with everything to lose and nothing to gain. He already has the 2 things that are on offer. And here's our next match of the evening. It is going to be a tag team action. We're going to go Tornado in this one just to spice things up a little bit. We're going to go for the Revival versus Epico and Primo. Epico and Primo did pretty well last week against the Gorillas of Destiny, but of course Gorillas of Destiny came out on top eventually. And I dare say this might be the same case, to be honest. Revival are a fantastic tag team. We're going to see a lot of them in this universe mode. And it'd be nice to see exactly how good they're going to be. This is their big chance to prove what they've got. So Dash and Dawson, shame the injury sort of scuppered their main event run somewhat so far, but they seem to have come back into it a bit more now recently, which is good. I want to see more from them, to be honest. I was a big fan in NXT. I just hope that Vince can use them as well as they were using at NXT, because they were a real force to be reckoned with on NXT. However, the competition they had Gargano and Ciampa. Not really a tag team at the time. Well, they were a tag team, I suppose, weren't they? But I don't know. I don't want to be harsh towards some of these people, but I feel like they've stepped up a level now, haven't they? With the people they've got. They've got the club, of course. They've got the bar. They've got Braun Strowman on his own for some bizarre reason. I made myself clear on that one. Then I like Braun Strowman. I'm a big fan of Braun Strowman. I want to see him at WrestleMania. I want to see him do something good. But I must admit the tag team division was not something that I really assumed would be something we would see, to be honest. But there you go. There you go. Who knows? Who the hell knows? Right, I do apologise if there's any weird skips in this video, or at this point in time in this match, because I am awaiting the arrival of a dinner. So I'm trying to record as much as I can, because I'm away at the weekend, so I need to try and get this stuff recorded before I go away. So I'm trying to cram as much as I possibly can into a small period of time. So, hopefully we're going to be good. Right, this is going to be fun now, isn't it? Scott Dawson is a bald one, of course. Dash Wilder, the hairy one. Epico's the one in the shorts. And Primo is the one in the trunks. I think. I think I've learned that now by now. Revival in firm control of this match to start things off. Nice dragon screw there by Scott Dawson as Dash Wilder continues the assault. They're not called Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder anymore. They're called Dash and Dawson, aren't they? Nice double axe handle there by Dash. On Primo. Epico struggling, getting back to his feet just about, but Dawson is going to send him with a right hand straight back to the ground and continue the dominance here. Dash now on Primo, but Primo taking Dash down as Dawson catching Epico with the DDT. Yeah, so the Colognes really surprised me in the last episode. I really thought that it would be a dominant performance from the Gorillas of Destiny, but the Colognes really had some of it hidden away that was pretty damn good. And although they didn't win the match, they impressed us enough to get another opportunity to prove what they can do. That discus forearm there, but Primo's doing very well. Epico's struggling a bit, I must admit, but Primo's doing very well. Nice leg breaker there by Dash, now just choking Primo out. Or Epico, should I say. That was a right mess, that was. A real mess. On the shoulders now of Dash goes... I've lost it already. Primo? Before getting an elbow drop right inside his knee, and all of a sudden the Revival are in firm control of this match once again. Dawson now butterfly powerbomb as the damage being done to the knee by Dash as well. Nice jawbreaker there by Primo though. Into a Hurricane, all of a sudden Epico and Primo turn things around. It's crazy how quickly things can just change on a sixpence, isn't it really? Nice boot right in the spine. Neck breaker here by Primo as well. Nice backbreaker on Scott Dawson. Wilder catching the leg though, Primo. Trying to turn this one back around in his favour. As Dawson flips at the back. Nice. What a running drop kick as well. Dawson just watching over Dash here, who may win this one by submission with that figure 4 leg lock. Or Indian death lock, really. Coming from the side. Dash now taking Primo up on his shoulder. What's he got planned? A big backbreaker. And now the Revival continue. They're basically just taking apart the body. Of course, they were originally the mechanics, I think, in NXT, weren't they? Was that what they were originally called? The ring mechanics? Because they were good at taking things apart. They were good at taking apart their opponents. That's dragon screw there by Dawson. So both of the guys just like to damage the legs, damage the knees, and then the Indian deathlock just gets more and more strong, doesn't it? And here it is, this time being locked in by Scott Dawson on Epico. Dawson releases the hold, thinks did enough damage. Look to go for something else, and there's the... Wow, there's the gutbuster there by Dash. That could be all, you know. I think that's probably going to be all. Timing's not great, though. Because straight away, if Scott Dawson could have just kept the aggression there for a couple more minutes, he would have been okay. But now the only man up on his feet at this point in time is Epico. Wow, there's a bit of a glitchiness there. Epico managed to dislocate his own arms to do that. Nice dragon screw there once again by Scott Dawson as he continues working on the leg of Primo inside the ring. Dawson bringing Primo back up to his feet. Butterfly sit-out powerbomb. Reverse DDT on the outside there by Epico. And all of a sudden the Colognes are back in control of the match. Oh, nice that was. Really nice. Bringing Dawson back up to kneeling base now. Some big right-hand strikes as Epico go for a little bit of a wander with Dash on the outside. I think that's the best idea, to be honest. Oh, straight into the turnbuckle post. And again, it's just amazing how quickly things can turn around. All of a sudden, the Revival are back in control of the match. Belly to back slam there by Dawson. Oh, another leg breaker on the outside by Dash as well. And again, just starting to work down those knees. Stereo boots in the back there as well. And we're going to pause the video right there. Right, we are back. I do apologise about that. My dinner literally just arrived. You watched it? Oh my god, the match is ending. My dinner arrived literally 2 seconds before the end of the match. How bad's that? Right. So we're sorted now. I do apologise. It's very unprofessional for me to order my dinner while I'm recording, but I'd say I'm running short on time. I want to try and get myself ahead of time, actually get you the videos when I promised them for a change. As a Revival here, continue to beat down on Epico and Primo after the match. Very interesting. Obviously, very eager here to make a name for themselves. Say they want to see more action. You want to see some more Revival. This is exactly what they need to do to get people talking. Maybe Regal will take notice here, and we might see some more Revival. Well, at least someone will take notice. And here is our next match of the evening. It is going to be Sanada versus Pete Dunne. I want to say one-on-one, but based on the last few weeks of action, how much this will be one-on-one, I've got absolutely no idea. I still can't believe that my dinner turned up. I paused the video, ate my dinner, watched a couple of YouTube videos, pressed record once again, and the match lasted an extra 2 seconds. That's bloody... It's crazy, isn't it? If that guy was like an extra 10 seconds caught in traffic lights, we would have got that entire bit done. Okay. Well, my unprofessionalism hopefully has not affected you guys in any way. Let's get back in character. Come on. We can do this. Right, so. The craziness here that is LIG, less Ingo Benables. Less Ingo Benables? That is right, isn't it? It doesn't sound right all of a sudden. I'm sure that is right, but it just doesn't sound right. Ingo Benables. LIG. We've seen singles matches so far for Takahashi. We had 2 Takahashi matches. Naito was due to have a singles match, but took out Aleister Black before the match with that sick elbow we saw a couple of episodes ago. Hopefully we'll see Aleister Black back pretty soon. Bit of a tongue twister. We saw Evil and Sanada get a tag team victory over Sheamus and Cesaro. So this is Sanada's first chance to impress us in singles action. Now, Pete Dunne's already had 1 match so far. He ended up on the losing side. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, against Tommaso Ciampa. So Dunne will be very, very eager to get himself back in winning ways, a win here over Sanada. But so far, LIG have looked incredibly strong in this universe mode. And they are someone who I strongly suggest or strongly believe... Look at Bushi just casually wandering past the screen. Yeah, LIG is a stable that I strongly believe will be part of our Carnage playthrough as well, I think. I think they just suit the roster very well. We're going for a sort of dark, twisted roster for Carnage, which I think is pretty cool. So there is Sanada. Done pretty well in New Japan, actually, hasn't he? He's seems to have been pushed much higher up the card. He seems to have turned in TNA. He used to be a cruiserweight as such, didn't he? But now here he is in New Japan, very much more seen as a heavyweight. Had some pretty good matches as part of the G1 Climax Festival as well, and also as part of a tag team, of course, along with the rest of the LIG stablemates. But tonight's his chance to impress us here. We have used LIG a few times in other universe modes, but they've never really got a lot of action, and so far in this universe mode we're seeing quite a bit of them. I think they've won every match so far, haven't they? Takahashi beat Ospreay, Sanada and Evil beat Sheamus and Cesaro. Naito essentially won the match because Aleister Black could not compete. I know Takahashi lost last episode to Jay White by disqualification when Sanada pulled Jay White off the apron, which is a bit of a weird one. I feel like Sanada may have been protecting his stablemate because Jay White was looking like he was in quite a bit of control of the match at that point. Maybe he either didn't want him to lose by pinfall, or at least didn't want him to sustain any damage, because Jay White was very good at working down the arms and the body parts of old Takahashi. So maybe that's why they did what they did. Pete Dunne now showing his strength. Nice gut wrench. Dunne brings Sanada back up to feet and just slapped him around the face. Absolutely no laurels being shown there. There's the pin, only there for a 1 count. Pete Dunne back up on his feet. Big elbow strike on the top of the head of Sanada. The problem we've had the last couple of weeks, though, is just the influence that both Evil and Bushi have had at ringside. And it makes you wonder whether in this match as well, the referee could end up being distracted by those two. It's back over there by Pete Dunne, but Sanada completely no-sold it, hit him with that forearm. But Pete Dunne now, oh, gorilla press by Pete Dunne, showing incredible strength. Holding Sanada up there and dropped him in that brutal uppercut. Nice right hand by Sanada. Into the backbreaker on Pete Dunne. Sanada bringing Dunne back up to his feet. Nice drop kick by Sanada. Sanada now draping Pete Dunne over the top rope and springing him back. Big splash attempt there by Sanada, completely missed Pete Dunne. Sanada now catching Dunne, takes him up to a snap suplex. Nice hurricanrana by Dunne on Sanada. Dunne with the pin. 1. Still only a 1 count on Sanada. Nice neck breaker there by Pete Dunne, who seems to be in control of this at the moment. But like I said, it's difficult with Evil and Bushi at ringside. We saw Takahashi even get a chair shot on Jay White in the last episode while the referee was distracted by Evil. Nice boot in the face there. Pete Dunne really in control of this one. But Sanada straight back up, proving me wrong by taking Pete Dunne down. But Pete Dunne able to get back up to his feet once again. Sanada is very slow on the offense. When he's got control, he needs to stay in control. Nice. Nice. Oh, dragon suplex only for the 1 count though. Pete Dunne jawbreaker on Sanada. Big boot across the thigh now. Pete Dunne taking Sanada up, but Sanada breaks free into a lifting DDT. Nice moonsault there by Sanada. Pete Dunne could be out here. Sanada needs to take advantage. He needs to go for the pin. And he does go for the pin, but he's wasted a lot of time here. So Pete Dunne probably will kick out of this now, will he? Yes, he does. If Sanada had gone for the pin straight away, he might have had the victory. Bit of time wasting there, I feel. Not a good situation. Sanada slamming the arm of Dunne into the mat, now bringing him back up to a standing base. Nice reverse DDT by Pete Dunne, who now stalks Sanada. Pete Dunne's gone from being down and out to being in control. No. Sanada catches him with that boot. Now onto the shoulder, into that spinning cutter. Sanada now bringing Dunne up to a seated base. Now a kneeling base. And all the way up to the standing base, as you do. Into another vertical suplex. As Sanada stalking Pete Dunne. With that reverse dragon sleeper. And Pete Dunne has to tap out, and Sanada picks up another victory. And wow, LIG are looking incredibly strong here. Very, very strong. The only loss so far, and that was technicality, is that one to Takahashi. Pete Dunne up in his super, we're going to go for another handshake. Why not? I'm sure about 60% of our matches have been finishing by handshake. Yep, there's another one. And here's our next match then. It's going to be a cracker, isn't it? Will Ospreay takes on Kushida one-on-one. Another match from our fantastic Octane Junior Heavyweight Championship division. Of course, we already know that the match is set for All or Nothing. It's Mystico defending his belt against... start that again. Mystico defending his Junior Heavyweight Championship against Kalisto and Prince Puma in a triple threat match. But these guys here will be the ones that will be looking to get themselves in that championship picture next month. What have we got planned for next month? Anything good? Yes, there is something very, very good planned for next month, actually. Very, very good. After the pay-per-view, I've got a few options after the pay-per-view. It's all going to be dependent on... it's all be dependent on essentially what happens at the pay-per-view. But there's two different versions of what I'm going to plan out to do next month, and they both look pretty strong. Both look pretty strong. So, Will Ospreay. The man, the myth, the purple. Taking on Kushida. Kushida! That's a bit racist, isn't it? I apologise profusely for my racism. What's Kushida done so far? We've had him before, haven't we, so far? He was in a match on episode number 1. I think it was a cracking match, wasn't it, if I remember correctly? Andrade Cien Almas defeated Kushida one-on-one. And now we get some more Kushida here to now. So, Kushida doesn't really want to go as 2 matches, 2 losses. However, Will Ospreay also had 1 match, 1 loss. So either way, one of these guys is going to pull themselves back into it, and the other one is going to be on 2 losses. So not a good situation to be in. It really is all or nothing on this one, isn't it? Way. He said the pay-per-view name. Way. That'll be next Saturday. So next Saturday you'll get the All or Nothing pay-per-view, and Sunday you will get the next episode of Octane as well. But depending on, I can't promise anything, but depending on time, I'm going to try and do some sort of special something at WrestleMania. Not quite sure what as yet, but I might even attempt. I don't know what. I don't know. I was going to say I might attempt to even try and live stream on YouTube for a little bit. I've never really tried it, but I think it will work. I just don't know if my computer's going to be strong enough to do a live stream. I think I've messed around with it once and it did work, but just some sort of WrestleMania themed live stream, maybe play out some of the WrestleMania matches, or maybe some historic WrestleMania matches if that's what you guys want to see. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. It all depends on time once again. Problem is I'm away this weekend, which is causing problems, and then next weekend, of course, is Mania. After Mania should be fine because I've got a few days off work. So after Mania, we should be getting well ahead. Wow, referee got caught right in the head by Kushida's boot there. Ospreay caught out there a bit there. He was checking out on referee, seeing how he was, but Kushida not able to take full control. But there we go. Ospreay gets the pin, but it's a little bit too slow for the referee to get down, which meant that Kushida was able to kick out on the 1. I keep talking about live streaming. I am... it's all go for me at the moment, I must admit. I'm in the process of buying my first house, which would be great. I'm also looking at buying a brand new computer, and should I be able to get both those things sorted, I think live streaming is something I could very, very easily do. Because I'm going to go for a much bigger and better computer than what I've currently got. I'm looking at spending a lot of money. I'm earning a bit more money than what I used to be, so I think I can spend a considerable amount on a computer now. I spend my entire life on computers, so why not? I might as well get the best one so I can hopefully get the best out of these videos for you guys. And Kushida now locking in that Kimura lock. Is Will Ospreay going to tap? It's a interesting one here. He could. No, he breaks free. I was going to say he could tap out here because he wants to live to fight another day and not get injured for the rest of the universe mode, but at the same time, he doesn't want to be the person who goes 2 losses from 2 in this. Wow, look at that boot in the face of Kushida. Ospreay going to get up in the top corner and taunt though. Maybe not the best idea. Maybe he should go for the win. Nice Northern-like suplex there by Kushida. Looking to bring Ospreay back up, but he caught him with a right hand in the face. Spinning heel kick. Hook in the leg. In middle of the pin and... Two more big matches for you here this evening after this one. The British Bulldog takes on Bad Luck Fale in a match that nobody ever has fought. You know what, that'd be amazing. But we're going to give it a go, you never know. Has anybody ever considered putting those two in a ring together? That's what Shabby Mania and SWE brings to you. The most weird and bizarre matches that nobody ever thought they wanted. But who knows, it could be the match of the evening. And of course, talking of match of the evening, we're going to go for that big one. We're going to go for the one that really got Finn Balor and Neville their signings, I think, didn't they? I think definitely Finn Balor. I can't remember what it was now. I think definitely Finn Balor got signed up. I think Regal showed the match between Neville, or the match between Pac and Prince Devitt to Triple H from New Japan's Best of the Super Juniors about 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years ago, something like that. And from there on, they both got signed. And I was going to say the rest is history, but based on the current situation and the current issues that Neville is having, which is a real shame, isn't it, really? I really like Neville, but it's just not going well at the moment, is it, for him? I was hoping with Triple H in control of 205 Live now, I'm hoping that Neville will see fit to return pretty soon. As Ospreay heading up top, does he have a 680 senton in his locker? Maybe not. That's Kushida slowly getting back up to his feet. Oh, I think Ospreay there was after a jumping Spanish fly by looks of it, but not quite the way. And Kushida now an arm breaker. Wrenching back of the arm once again. We get another Kimura locked in here. I can't see that Ospreay's going to survive it. I really can't. Oh, but instead Kushida locks in the cross armbar. That's got to be it. The damage done to Ospreay's arm. There's no ways. He did survive it as well. Wow. Ospreay showing incredible resilience in this one. The damage being done to his arm. I'm really surprised he's kicking out of this stuff. What was that? Oh, it was a dropkick. Just a funny angle to see that dropkick from. Ospreay now with a pin. One. Only a one count. It's going to take a little bit more than that, Mr. Ospreay, to get the win here. Like a 680 senton, maybe, you know, just throwing it out there. Oh my god, he locked in another Kimura, but Ospreay straight away able to grab the rope. Ospreay's ring position there. Imperative to him staying in this match because there was no way Ospreay could have survived another one of those, surely. Kushida now rolling. Ospreay over, there's the pin. 2. Ooh, it's getting closer, isn't it? It's getting closer and closer. Kushida now bringing Ospreay back up to his feet. Onto his shoulders, Ospreay slides free. Into the reverse DDT. Ospreay now stalking from the corner. As he got planned. Oh! Jumping DDT. There's the pin. 1, 2... And no, Kushida kicked out again. These two guys desperate not to be the ones that goes 2-0 in this universe mode, aren't they? I don't think it'd be the be-all and end-all, but at the same time, you don't want to be the one in that situation. Ospreay now draping Kushida up against the ropes. Springs back into a stunner. Nice. Ospreay drops into the pin. 1, 2, and oh, again. Kushida kicking out on the brink of 3. There can't be much left in Kushida now, though. He is literally running on empty at this point in time. Oh, Ospreay missing the flip. Kushida's back on his feet, bringing Ospreay back up, and catches him in that cross arm bar once again. Is Ospreay going to survive, or is it going to have to be a tap out this time? No, he survived again. Wow. Absolute insanity here. from these guys. I cannot believe they're surviving this long. I really can't. The damage being done. There's the gut wrench there by Kushida, taking Ospreay down. Now Kushida stalking the grounded Ospreay. Into the Kimura once again, but again Ospreay able to grab the rope. Kushida's really poor ring positioning once again. Something they've really got to look at in next year's game. They do it for pinfalls, but you need to sort the ring positioning for submissions as well. Ospreay avoids the dropkick, goes straight in for the pin. Has Kushida finished himself off? No, not quite. Not far away, but not quite. Ospreay. Nice 1916. Kushida, very smart, crawling out of the ring. Oh, but Ospreay still goes for the jumping elbow. Wow. Wow. Absolute brutality. But Ospreay, how much damage has he done to himself there? It's high risk. But was it beneficial? He's the first man back up. Nice running dropkick on the outside. Referee out to a 4 count, I think that was. Kushida fighting back. Referee up to a 6 now. Both these guys think they can win this one. Kushida wants it by submission. Ospreay looking for that pinfall. Kushida now drops into the pin. 1. Oh, I need a 1 count. I reckon another Kimura lock from Kushida could be enough, but then again, the last 2 he's hit, he's done far too close to the ropes. It's just not worked. Ospreay taking Kushida up into a brainbuster now. Ospreay into the corner. Kushida turns straight into the jumping DDT. Is that game set match now? Surely. Surely. 2 and 3. And Will Ospreay does pick up the win in what was a fantastic match here on Octane. It was a really top class match. If there's anything that Octane's done fantastically well so far in this universe mode, it is match quality. With matches like Almas versus Kushida, Apollo Crews versus Tony Nese was very good as well. Ospreay versus Takahashi was great. Puma versus Kalisto. Dunne versus Ciampa was fantastic. Generico versus Tanahashi in the last episode was incredible as well. There's been so many great matches. Really, really good matches. And this one's just added to it now as well here in Octane. So I'm hoping you guys are enjoying this new universe mode. And we're already nearly a third of the way through it already. Time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? It really does. But trust me, you think month 1 was good of this universe mode. You wait till we delve into month 2 and even month 3. We have got some action ready for you. Some top class action. And here is our next match of the evening. For the first time in SWE history, Bad Luck Fale was stepped inside the ring for a match. We've never been able to get a decent call before, and now we finally have the first one that we could possibly use. So I must say thank you to all the core creators out there. You've done me well in this universe mode. Every year you've surprised me over and over again with some of the great calls that you've created. And this year it is Bad Luck Fale. Makes you wonder who's going to make it onto next year's game, doesn't it, really? And we're hoping... Well, Undisputed Era can not be on the game, if that makes sense. They have to be on there. I'll be surprised if Kairi Sane and... Well, definitely Kairi Sane should be on there. Possibly Shayna Baszler as well. Andrade Cien Almas has to be on there. No questions asked now. You can't not have him on there. Shelton Benjamin has to be on there as well. Who else NXT's really done well? I'd probably say the Street Profits and Heavy Machinery should be on there. I think that makes sense. Who else is there? War Machine, I feel like are going to be too late. Unless, if they debut after Mania, they might make... If they debut after the Mania one, they might make the DLC. Ricochet and EC3 debuting at Mania probably will make DLC. Imagine the DLC with Ricochet in it. Wow. I noticed as well that they actually announced the match at the WrestleMania Takeover as Ricochet, so potentially they're not going to change his name, which I think is the best idea because he's built himself a brand over the many years he's been wrestling, and to take that brand away and just call him Trevor Mann, you sort of lose a high flying aspect then, didn't you, really? As Bad Luck Fale makes his way into the ring, this entrance probably suits him quite nicely, doesn't it? Of course, flanked by the Gorillas of Destiny, Tama Tonga here on the near side, Tangaloa on the far side. Tama Tonga not deeming it necessary to wear any clothes to the ring here, though. He's not actually wrestling. He could have just worn like a nice pair of trousers or something, like a shirt, just to keep himself comfortable. No, he decided that pants was the option in this situation. I'm going on live TV. I'm going to wear just me pants. That's exactly what went through his head, in that accent as well. Looking forward to this one, actually. It's a bit of a weird one. British Bulldog, of course, quite a classical wrestler. Bad Luck Fale, someone who's wrestling now. And if you were watching the last episode and you listened through to some of the stuff I was on about, one thing that I've learned very, very recently, which might give you an indication of one of our teams for the World Cup, is that apparently Bad Luck Fale spent quite a lot of his life in New Zealand. And is actually deemed, at least on Wikipedia, as a Tongan New Zealander, which apparently is a thing. So I feel like Bad Luck Fale could be on the New Zealand side of things, which would be a very, very strong team. If you were listening to our previous episode, you know who the other members of that team could be. But as British Bulldog is in control early on, rolling Bad Luck Fale over into a Boston Crab. I bit my tongue. That's not good, is it? But Fale utilising his strength to get out of that Boston Crab. Looking for a big right hand, but just a bit too slow. And Bulldog caught him with a headbutt. Nice clothesline there on Bulldog. Sends him outside the ring. Where are Tonga and Loa? Are they in that? There they are. Tama Tonga making his way closer to Bulldog. Of course, I don't think they're going to interfere because at this point in time, Bad Luck Fale is in full control of this one, unless they're just looking for some danger. Fale now sending Bulldog up the ramp. So that Bad Luck Fale has no interest in winning this match properly. He looks like he just wants to beat the British Bulldog down, but Bulldog fighting back. There's an arm breaker. They are in an iffy situation right now because the Irish whip situation makes you fall over after a run. So at this point in time, I feel like this match is going to end by count out, but I might be wrong. It looks like it is going to end on count out. Fale is going for the count out win. And he's got it as well. Not the best way to win a match, but they all count at the end of the day, I suppose. And since it's not a glitch or anything dodgy, I will take it. Bad Luck Fale has used the rules of wrestling to get himself this victory. Has it put him in a great light? Not really, no, but the history books will just show that Bad Luck Fale had a W against his name against the British Bulldog. It's not the way he would have wanted to win the match, but he has won the match, and therefore, Bad Luck Fale walks away victorious. We do have some more matches set up for Bad Luck Fale across the entirety of this universe mode, including a couple of six-man tags with these guys you see in the ring. To say, it might not be the best way to get a win, but a win's a win. And here it is then, the big main event I've been promising for a couple of weeks' time. It's Neville versus Finn Balor. Glorious times are ahead. These two guys had that incredible match many years ago against each other at the Best of the Super Juniors tournament over in New Japan, I believe it was. And like I say, Regal showed at Triple H that match as a way to try and push them to sign both these guys. I think Neville was the first one out the two signed, I believe. Yeah, because Neville was already in the main event when Balor debuted, wasn't he? As I was saying earlier on, I want to see Neville back. I really do. I'm disappointed in the whole situation. I really wanted to see him just be the man. I think we all did. He was good enough to do so. I think he should be I don't think he should be on two. Thing is, he suits 205 Live perfectly, but in my opinion, I think he should be Intercontinental Championship. And he's had some good stuff going on in the past. He had that feud against Wade Barrett, the King of the Ring, and everything like that. But he was never really given that final push. And to be honest, Vince just does not like little people, does he? Vince would love our Carnage roster. Oh, he'd be wet over our Carnage roster, I tell you. But yeah, it's just not it's not what he wants, is it? But hopefully Triple H can find a place for Neville for now, until Triple H finally. I would like to see that happen. I would like to see Triple H take over SmackDown and let Vince keep Raw. Let Vince slowly start, because Vince handed Triple H NXT. Vince handed Triple H 205 Live. Be interested to see what happens if he hands him SmackDown, and we can have a proper good show going back. Can you imagine if Raw was done by Vince for the people who want to see people like Roman Reigns and John Cena and so forth and that sort of stuff, and then if Triple H did SmackDown and gave us the real wrestling that the true fans like us really want to see. We want to see matches like this. I must admit, I have no interest whatsoever still about Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. No interest whatsoever. There's a lot of stuff on that card that I'm very interested in, but that one match is absolutely just for me. Couldn't give a monkeys about it. I've been reading rumours actually that, saying that I've been reading rumours. Of course, I'm recording this earlier in the week than you guys, so there's been a SmackDown and a Raw since you've been on. Been reading rumours that the match at WrestleMania between Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon and Owens and Zayn might actually turn into a Tornado Street fight, which I think would be great. But the one thing they've got to do is, if they're going to bring Daniel Bryan back as a wrestler, the one thing they have to do is not put him into a situation where he could get injured again straight away. It depends how good he is. Has he got cleared on the basis that he calms down? Or has he got cleared on he's spot on where he used to be? He can do whatever he wants to do. That's the thing for me. That's the tricky situation. Is he 100% fit and ready to go? Or is he just allowed to step in the ring again? That's the question for me. Because I must admit, when I watched his first little bit back, when he had the little fight in the ring with Owens and Zayn, I winced every time he did anything, because I was just terrified that he was going to get injured. And I don't like that. I really don't. Once he's had a couple of matches, I'll be pretty more comfortable that he's not going to end up destroying himself. But the last thing I want is him to get signed off again. Us all to be happy then for him to have one match at WrestleMania and put himself back out the picture for good, or back out the picture for another few years. So Neville now bringing Balor back up to his standing base. Of course, Finn Balor, we now know, will have that massive match in our next episode, facing off against Kenny Omega, AJ Styles and Cody Rhodes for not only the Octane Championship, but also for the chance to lead Bullet Club moving forward. Of course, Finn believes that he was the best. I'm still saying original leader. I might be completely wrong on that. I'm still waiting for you guys to let me know. The original leader of Bullet Club. Truthful or not, I have no idea. I'm gonna Google it now. Bullet Club. Oh, nice dragon suplex there by Finn Balor on Neville. Was it? It was formed. Right, Bullet Club formed in 2013. Yes, I'm going to say it is then. Devitt was the first official leader. There wasn't a leader to start with by the looks of it. But it looks like Devitt was the official leader. It started when Devitt started to team up with Carl Anderson. And from there on, it looks like it just spiraled. So Devitt was the original first leader. Then after Devitt, it was AJ Styles. Then after Styles was Kenny Omega. Adam Cole was never really classed as a leader, was he? But he was a very good member. So the whole thing at the moment, then, I don't really keep as I can't keep up as much with New Japan as I'd really like to. But at the moment, are Bullet Club still together? Are they just having a little bit of internal turmoil and it'll still work out fine in the end, or are they split up now? I don't quite understand what's going on, to be honest with you. Again, I might have to wait for you guys to let me know the situation on that, as Neville completely avoids that drop kick. Well, I don't say completely avoids the drop kick, but you know, only a 1 count. Neville now taking Finn up and dropped him neck first across that top rope. Big kick across the spine by Neville, who's in control of this match now. Neville, nice shoulder block into a sunset flip bomb to the outside. That was brutal. Oh, wow. Neville is in full control of this match, really showing how good he is. Inverted 450 to the outside. Woo. Neville's looking insane here. Maybe Neville wants that Octane champion. Maybe Neville wants Bullet Club. He's doing very well here, though, trying to prove himself. Of course, we've seen Balor so far in only 1 match in this universe mode, and that was winning against Curt Hawkins. Nice Russian leg sweep there by Neville, Finn Balor, should I say, on Neville. Balor catching Neville with the 2 forearms into a sling blade as well. Balor bringing Neville back up to his feet. Into the corner. We've seen this combination before from the sling blade. Oh, maybe not then. I was going to suggest a shotgun dropkick, but maybe I'm 1 step ahead of Finn here in this situation. There's the pin by Finn. Only a 2 count. Finn heading over to the other side of the ropes. Oh, I think he was going to go for something there, but he saw Neville start to crawl away and decided that he needed to change tack in that situation. That's one of the good things about Finn Balor is his adaptability. When he sees something that's not going to work, he can adapt and change things up. Nice code breaker there by Finn on Neville. Neville again placed pretty well. Should Finn want to go for the coup de grace, but obviously doesn't think at this point in time he has enough on Neville to survive it. I'm not even talking real words now. That's what happens when you try and record 2 episodes in a row with recording other stuff in between. On a work night as well. My mouth has decided that it no longer wants to say the words my brain is thinking of. What's this? Wow, a super reverse suplex there by Finn Balor on Neville? What happened there? Finn sort of momentarily glitched into the ceiling there and then came back down again in the space of a second. Finn bringing Neville back up to his feet. But down goes Finn. Neville, can he turn this one back around? He's been struggling the last few minutes. Finn been in dominant. Neville, nice sunset flip. Referee's down quickly for a change. 2. Only a 2 count. Neville throwing Finn into the corner, but Finn fighting back DDT. Finn now drops into the pin on Neville. Oh, only a 2 count. Nice elbows to the head there by Finn on Neville. Match a bit more ground and pound than what I was expecting, to be honest. Again, Finn, I thought he might be going to go for the the shotgun dropkick there, decided against it. Neville fighting back, trying to create a little bit of space, but Finn catches him straight away. Oh, nice elbow in the face. Carl Anderson was actually a leader at Bullet Club. For a short period of time, I think in between. Where's the stars? There's a star there. I don't know quite what the star means. Oh, founding member. Yeah, so according to this, Prince Devitt was the original leader, then Carl Anderson, then AJ Styles. So Carl Anderson led the group for a while. Superplex there by Neville, but Neville's done some damage to himself at the same time. Neville though, back up on his feet, hitting the Hurricanrana on Finn. And Finn straight back up on his feet now, taking Neville up on his shoulders, dropping him neck first across that top rope. Dropping it into the pin. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Finn now dropkick to the back of the head of Neville. Boot in the spine as well. Finn heading up to the middle rope and dropping the knees across the chest of Neville. And Balor now starting to feel it. He's building himself up. He's Nevilling up. Is that like hulking up but different? I don't know. There's that big gutbuster by Neville, and look how well... Sorry, I should say that big gutbuster by Finn Balor. And look how Neville is positioned for the corner. But again, Finn has different things in his mind. Sends Neville into the corner. Are we going to see a shotgun dropkick this time? No, we're not. Great respect being shown by both these guys, not wanting to go balls to the wall because they know how much they could get caught out in this one. Wow, super Falcon Arrow. There's the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Neville kicking out once again. Balor now locking in the head scissors. Neville slides free. Into a German suplex. Came up behind Balor. Caught him. Neville heading up top. Does he have a red arrow here? He does, the red arrow, but Finn moved out the way. Wow, Finn moved out the way at the last second. Then Neville's red arrow crash landed. But again, no shotgun dropkick. Confusing me, this Finn Balor, I must admit. But still continuing the assault on Neville. Maybe wants to make 100% sure that Neville is going to stay down for when he goes for the coup de grace. He doesn't want to be in the situation that Neville just was by missing your big finale. Finn dropkick to the back of the neck of Neville. Nice snap there by Finn. Neville fighting back with a right hand. Neville now in the corner, taking Finn up high. I don't know why Finn's not going for the big finish here, you know. He's not gone for his big manoeuvres. He must have them there. Neville's gone for it, and granted he missed, but at least he went for it. Neville now, there's the superplex on Finn Balor. Neville once again with a pin. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Neville once again heading up top. He's gone for the longer distance though. And Finn saw it coming, and Finn was able to crawl away. Neville does this time hit the red arrow though. 1, 2. Oh, and Balor kicked out. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Neville once again on the top, and Neville this time hit the shooting star press on Finn Balor. Head scissors by Neville, but Balor able to roll it through and escape out the back. Stiff right hand by Finn, who then takes Neville up onto his shoulders. And then just stands with him there until Neville's inevitably going to reverse this. No. He hits him with a wasteland. A stiff right hand there by Neville. On Neville by Finn Balor. who catches Neville with that 1960, and look where he's positioned. Oh no, Balor's just going to go straight for the pin. And it was enough, that 1960, the reverse Bloody Sunday was enough for Balor to get the win over Neville, but my word, great respect being shown here. Both these guys had an incredible match. Wasn't quite as high flying as I was hoping, but still very, very good. And Finn Balor does take that all-important momentum that he needs into the All or Nothing pay-per-view when he fights it out for not just the Octane Championship, but of course, the leadership of Bullet Club. Which I'm pretty sure Mr. Omega is not going to give up lightly at all. Wow, what a match. What another episode of Octane. Both the episodes this week have been fantastic, and it's just going to get better as next week we go into our pay-per-view. And then not only that, we have, of course, for you, the next episode of month number 2, and that's where things are going to start to get a lot more interesting, I think. A lot more story coming for you. Finn Balor, as you can see, very, very happy with that result. But he must be full of respect for Neville for that performance. That was fantastic by Neville, and God knows how Balor survived, really. After he got hit by the red arrow, I have no idea how Balor survived, but he just showed incredible resilience and came back and won the match. So there we go, guys. That's the end of this episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, then please do slap a like. And of course, if you are new around here, then hit that subscribe as well if you want to see some more. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon for some more SWE Octane. Bye.
Bye.